Good morning. Welcome to Fridays with Fred, my regular show in which I bring you the news from Frost Heaves. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Connie. I sometimes feel like, who was the lady on Romper Room back when we was kids? You know, she would have like a magic 8-ball and she would say, "Hello, Susie. Hello, Tommy." This is what, we've come full circle here, folks, with this whole Facebook thing on the interweb. Anyway, it's a busy day here in the town. It's a little rainy. I don't know if you can see outside the window there. Kind of glary, but it's a little rainy. I was going to get together with the guys from the Loon Lodge today. We were supposed to paint the lodge, but it's raining. So we'll probably just sit around and tell lies like we normally do. What else is happening? Good morning, Connie. At the diner, there's some things going on there that I just felt I had to talk about. First of all, Bud, the owner, has introduced plastic stirring sticks for the coffee. Folks, this is a crime. Here's what you are supposed to stir stick. Real men use wooden sticks to stir their coffee with. You cannot stir coffee with them little plastic things. You'll be there for an hour, and the cream, if you use cream, is still sitting there, right? Wooden stirring sticks. Can we get a movement going about that? Can I get an amen? All right. Here's the other thing, folks. And this is terrible news. At the Bluebell Diner, they are all out of strawberry jam in the little packets. You can find grape and jelly, and for foreign type people, they actually have a few orange marmalade. As far as I'm concerned, there is no reason to have any other kind of jam or jelly but the strawberry jam. And you always have to go peeking around to find them. Why don't they just sell the strawberry jam? That's all I'm saying, folks. All right. Well, let's see. Let's get right to the police report because there's quite a bit happening in the police report this morning. Lots of activity this morning. We start right off with animal control. At 11:52 a.m., police received a report of goats loose on the road on Townsend Road. The goat gang is at it again, folks. Let's see. Here's a good one. Assist. At 5:20 p.m., police responded to Lookout Hill Road for a report of smoke and found it to be a resident starting her wood stove. Well, you can never be too sure, folks. Where there's smoke, there's probably a wood fire around here. Let's see. Complaint, accident, property lost. Here's another animal complaint. At 7:59 a.m., police received a report regarding a resident who was bitten by her own cat on September 26th. The cat was up to date with vaccinations. She called the police because her cat bit her. What were they going to do? Put it in paw cuffs? People will call the police for anything, folks, as you will see here later on. Let's see. Another animal complaint. A resident reported a stray cow in her field on Four Winds Farm Road. The owner was called and said he would get the cow. Well, good. Another crime solved. Let's see. Motor vehicle complaint. Theft. At 4:55 p.m., a resident reported he had taken a candy bar from the CVS pharmacy without paying for it. Police spoke with him about stealing, and he said he would go back and pay for it. Police spoke with a store employee who said they did not want to file a theft report. The crime wave continues in the town of Frosties, folks. Good morning, Janet. My dear friend Janet has just logged on there. I know you folks have got a busy day here, but you can't start your Friday without the police log to find out what's going on in the town of Frosty. I'm just saying. Let's see. Animal control. It's just, the animals are going wild. There must be something in the feed here. At 11:15 a.m., police assisted with loose cows on the road on Main Street. Right on Main Street, folks, in Ringe. This is not the big city. We're not in Kansas anymore. Another animal control. At 4 p.m., police received a complaint of a chicken running loose in the yard on Goodale Road. Again, who called that in? You got to imagine the conversation. Officer, there's a police running loose in the yard. There's a chicken running loose in the yard. Yes. And? Oh my goodness, here, what else? Noise complaint. At 8:25 p.m., police responded to a Main Street business for a complaint that a neighbor was shooting off fireworks, disturbing clients of the yoga studio during meditation time. Don't you hate that? You're doing downward facing dog and all of a sudden, boom, boom. Fireworks going off during the yoga session, folks. You know what yoga is, don't you? That's the ancient art of putting your body in positions it was never meant to go into. I'm talking about yoga, not yogurt. That's that stuff that comes in a cup, tastes like spoiled milk. There's my friend Becky. Morning, Becky. She's probably got a busy day today, too, just like me. And Susan. Hello, Susan. Let's see. I've been going through the police log here, folks, and oh my goodness, there's lots of animal control problems today. There's something in the air that the animals are up to. But let's see. I think, okay, I'll give you one last police report here. I got to get going here. I got a busy day, as I said. I got to go help the guys at the Loon Lodge, not paint the lodge, and there's a lot of other stuff going on here. But at 6:25 p.m., a Keene resident reported losing an envelope with change in it, either at the Peterborough Plaza, somewhere in Dublin, or somewhere in Marlborough. Well, call out the National Guard. It could have been lost in any of 3 towns. An envelope full of change. Big news here in the town of Frosties, folks. Jennifer says, animals out trying to head south for the winter. Not a bad idea right about now. Yes, sir. Good morning. There's Michael Redmond. Good morning, Michael. Let's see. Once again, I would like to thank the sponsor for Fridays with Fred. But I can't because I don't have one. If your company would like to sponsor Fridays with Fred, let me know. Fred@frosties.com. We do not have a sponsor. I do have commercials, though. For example, a commercial for my friend Ken's book, The Above Average Adventures of Nicholas Harriman. It's a superhero book for kids, age 8 to 12. But it don't matter how old you are. If you like superheroes, if you like funny books, you will like this book, The Above Average Adventures of Nicholas Harriman. You could get it at your local bookstore. Go to Toadstool if you're in the area, because they have my friend Ken's book there. Said they was going to get it in, but you can also get it online at those online retailers that shall remain nameless. And also you could get it at Ken's website, kensheldon.com. Let's see. Well, I should read you just one more item. It's an old news item from Frosties, which is from my book, Welcome to Frosties. Excuse me, just a second. This is my book, Welcome to Frosties, and it has some news items in it, and this is one of my favorites. Police log Moose Crossing. Chief Spaulding received a call from Alice Poindexter recently complaining about the Moose Crossing sign near her house. We've had a number of bad accidents there, and I want you to move that sign, Alice said. There has to be some safer place for them to cross. The chief thought about arguing with her, but decided against it. You don't argue with Alice when she's got a bug in her sap bucket, he says. So he just thanked her for her suggestion and promised he'd take it up with the town board real soon now. A selection from my book, Welcome to Frosties, also available at bookstores and online and at my website, fred@frosties.com. Becky says, thanks for the belly laughs. Thank you too, Becky. Becky is a very funny, Rebecca Rule, very funny lady. If you haven't had a chance to see her, anytime you see it in the paper, you be there. You won't be sorry, I promise. Well, folks, as I say, I got to get going now because it's getting on time to go join the guys at the Loon Lodge. And Hope you have a wonderful Friday, folks. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be here next Friday at 8 a.m. for Fridays with Fred. Remember, you can't get there from here.